It's Tuesday, December the 2nd, and our word for you today, healing broken relationships. Healing broken relationships. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 12 says, hatred stirs up dissension, but love covers all wrongs. Here the author contrasts hate, and love. Says hatred stirs up dissension. Love covers all wrongs. Hatred gets offended and holds a grudge. Love overlooks offenses. Hatred plans revenge. Love forgets and doesn't continue to bring up past offenses. Hatred repeats rumors, whether they're true or not. Love doesn't repeat rumors, whether they're true or not. Hatred looks for ways to stir up dissension. Love forgives and moves on. Hatred looks for a fight and refuses to try to smooth things over. Love desires peace and refuses to be involved in provoking dissension. Hatred and love, two contrasts, a contrast of two things, and they both can have profound influences in our lives. We all have relationships that are strained at times. So what do? This healing broken relationships. We can either have an attitude of hatred or one of love. We want to have an attitude of love. The first thing, be willing to be the one to take the first step. Anytime there's strained relationships, somebody has to be willing to take that first step. Are you big enough to do that? And then, secondly, pray for God to show you when and how to reach out and talk. We can do it in our own strength. Oh, isn't it so much better to go in God's strength than in our own? The third thing, then talk to the person. What do I say? Well, tell them of your love for them. Now, it's got to be genuine. You can't just be mouthing the words, but in your heart, just be, If you love them, tell them. If you don't, then don't tell them that you love them. Be genuine. Second thing, identify the issue. What's the issue here? Let's not get into emotional things. Let's deal with the issue. Then third, admit your part in the relationships issues. I shouldn't have reacted this way. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have. Then ask forgiveness. And then listen to them. Hear what they have to say. Don't just be ready to jump in and respond to something that they said. Truly listen to them and hear what they have to say. A lot of times somebody gets to talking. You know what happens? They begin to realize their part in it. And they say, you know what, I was wrong. And you don't have to say a word. Now, I'm not saying that always happens, but sometimes it does. Listen to them. Don't be quick to interrupt and interject your part. Listen to them. And then resist the temptation to bring up past offenses. Resist the temptation to bring up past, but remember when you did this. Healing broken relationships takes humility, takes time. Are we willing to do that? One thing to remember is the time for reconciliation is a lot like the time for salvation. It's always now. Tomorrow is often too late. We're not to allow bitterness, anger, hatred, or any other sin to keep us separated from other people, whoever they are. The Bible says today is a day of salvation. If there's a relationship that you need reconciled, pray about it, and then be willing to act when God says go. Healing broken relationships. Life is really too short to spend a lot of time with broken relationships. Is there somebody you need to talk to today? Have a good day.